What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I am back home. I have not been out here since Tuesday night at my fire pit, and I've missed it. Oh my God, have I missed my fire pit? Because, as nice as it is to be in a hotel room with Mike and all that after a long, hard day at work, there's no fire pit there. Eventually, we'll get the red brick house put together, and maybe I'll be able to stay over there and stuff and put a little fire pit in the back to have. So, interesting thing that was said by the Dallas mayor. The Dallas metro area is growing like crazy. You can just look and see where the Star is, how that whole area is literally ballooned up because of the Star being there. The whole business complex, of course, all the office buildings that Jerry Jones owns and builds and is putting people in, which means there's more jobs that are out there. Mike Fisher's restaurants out there, and everything's out there. Tons of people are out there. You got all kinds of places to eat, you can shop and work and play and condos. You can do just about anything out there. And so the Dallas area is about to overtake Chicago as the third largest metroplex area in the country. And so, of course, the Dallas mayor said, hey, we're only behind Los Angeles and New York. We're number 3. What the first two have in common is they both support 2 teams. New York has the New York Giants and the New York Jets. Of course, LA, having not had any teams for a number of years, now have the Chargers and the Rams. And so he's looking at this and saying the Dallas metro area should have 2 teams. We should have an AFC team. We should have an expansion team. Let's get an expansion team. Now, truth be told, when the Buffalo Bills were trying to get some leverage, they actually threatened to move to Austin, Texas, and become the Texas Buffaloes? Austin, Texas? I don't know what they would have been. But they were using that as leverage, and we've heard teams before. We've heard, of course, the Saints talking about going to San Antonio and so on to try and get a better deal with their community. We hear this all the time because being in the NFL, you want to go ahead and get the best deal. You want to get the local guys to flip the bill for you because you're rich and you don't want to pay for shit. But the Dallas mayor is saying something totally different. He's saying the NFL should expand and that they should support a second team, not an NFC team, an AFC team. So let's think about this for a second. First of all, let's talk about New York City. New York City doesn't actually have a stadium. Neither the team actually play in New York City. They actually play across the river in New Jersey in a stadium together. So there's that. So I guess technically, some of them think of themselves as the Giants, New Jersey and New York, they kind of split the fan. I don't know. And let's think about LA, who went for a long, long time without football and didn't really seem like they cared. And I dare say, even with the Chargers, most of their fan base stayed in San Diego because, quite frankly, if you've been to San Diego, why would you want to leave San Diego for LA? Nothing, no disrespect LA, but I got to tell you, the weather, the climate, the ocean and everything else, and the kickback style in San Diego, dude, it's nice there. I'm not sure that the Chargers are getting the support that you really are looking at. I just don't think that you do. I think the Cowboys alone blow away what they're getting in LA, even with them being Super Bowl champions. New York, of course, there's tons of people everywhere, but I don't think the Giants and the Jets are getting that many fans that are going in there because both their teams are ass. And then there's Dallas. Dallas, of course, in Texas, football is king. It's king. But the problem is, there's a Houston, Texas down the road, and I'm not sure if they get that big a draw of them damn selves. And with the fans being that entrenched with the Dallas Cowboys, are the Dallas Cowboys, are the Dallas people then going to embrace another team, an AFC team? With all the history, and on top of it, an expansion team? I don't know that that's going to be the case. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't see Dallas having, you know, the Dallas Cowboys and the Dallas Argonauts. No, no, I just don't see it. Argonauts, you know, like commanders, astronauts. Okay, I don't see that happening. That may be a great thing to put out there for the mayor of Dallas to try and say, here's what we're doing for business. We're trying to attract people and try and make a name for himself. Because, of course, once you mention the Dallas Cowboys, you know people are going to talk. I'm speechless right now. It's been a long day. It's been a long week. I've been down working on this house to get ready because I've got people that need a place to stay and rent. And so I'm trying to get it done. And I just got back home tonight, and of course I have pieces I have to make in the workshop for people to get out and stuff. And so I was talking to designing one that gluing up the blank for it so I can cut it tomorrow, and designing it. And I sent the pictures and the proof and stuff to Randy, and see which one he liked and stuff. And an incredible gesture, because I'm planning on going down to Texas sometime in the next couple of weeks. I'm still working on the logistics on how I'm getting there, how I'm getting my tools there, and how I'm coordinating with Stuart, because Stuart's still kind of in limbo on where he's going to be. He may be going immediately to Houston to start the therapy. He may be in Dallas for a while, so I want to coordinate it so that we are wherever Stuart is. So the logistics are happening while we're speaking, and I'm still figuring out how I'm getting there with my tools and stuff. So I've got a lot of different gears that are working. But Randy was saying to me, he's like, hey, when are you going down to Stu's to work? And I said, I'm still working on those logistics and stuff, because he said, what I want to do is, when you're doing it, I want to fly there as well, me and my son, and we want to come and help do everything we can to help at Stu's house. And I know Mark Torres has already said that he wants to be a part of it. And so this is kind of cool, because this is kind of like, I think it's Christmas in July. It's kind of sort of like that, where I've been part of, where you go, where they've gone through and they get a bunch of volunteers for a day, and they come through and they rebuild a house of somebody that's really, really needy. And this is beginning to get that kind of a feel. And it would be kind of cool to meet a bunch of you guys and do something good at the same time, because the motto I've always had in my channel is spreading the mojo and trying to look out for others. And this thing is kind of taking a life of its own, and it's kind of cool. We have a GoFundMe to try and help pay for the materials. The money that's donated for it will pay for materials to help do this thing and stuff. And I will put it in the description, because I've been talking about it, and the people are like, well, why don't you put it in the description, you dummy, so that way you know where it is. And I think we've already raised over $350 towards it, so we appreciate everything that goes on for that. And Stuart, I've been talking to Stuart a couple of times a day, and this is actually bringing him a lot of joy and excitement too, and definitely needs a lot of joy and excitement and some things to keep his mind off things. So we're going to keep on working on it. I'm going to keep on busting the hump and trying to get everything done that I need to, so I can take that week off, go down there, and we can do some great things. Whew. In the meantime, It's kind of raining a little bit out here right now. I am gonna go in here. I'm gonna take me a shower, and I'm gonna be sleeping in my own bed. Oh, I miss my bed just like I miss my fire pit. And in the morning, I'll be in my studio. And tomorrow evening, and don't forget, tomorrow's Mother's Day. Take care of Mama first. I'm telling you, you better take care of Mama. Make sure you send her some flowers. You pick up the phone or call her. You know, got to do a Facebook, call if you have to, or a Marco Polo. Do something to make sure that Mama knows you love her. All right. Um, but then tomorrow, 5 o'clock, we'll have our 5 o'clock Sunday evening. We miss football. Bitch about the Cowboys live stream. And here comes the rain again, falling on my head like a memory, falling on my head like a new emotion. All right, I'm gonna get in out of the rain before I get sick, get pneumonia, and die. But make sure you tell somebody you love today, and it better be your mom. I'm telling you, don't mess with mama. You know, she got eyes in the back of her head, and she can throw that shoe at you. Boom! Knock you the heck out. Have a great night, people. And God willing, I'll see you in the morning.